We're about 2 months away from the NCAA tournament, and I'm about ready to start doing these daily bubble watches where we look at who's moving up, moving back. We start with the ACC. This is going to be a 3-minute video. We're going to get you in, get you out. Duke is clearly the front runner in the ACC. Everything else is a mess. Pitt has kind of fallen off. Louisville is coming on strong. Who saw that? Clemson is having a pretty good season for the Tigers. SMU, North Carolina is a mess. I think that Tar Heel fans are going to be pretty upset to see how long they're going to be on the bubble this year. In the Big Ten, you've got so many great teams. You've got 6 teams that I'm considering basically a lock. I don't use the word lock until February. Maryland, UCLA, Ohio State, Penn State, Northwestern, Iowa, Indiana, all on the bubble. Indiana's really a mess right now. It's hard to see Maryland missing out. The other teams are kind of in trouble. UCLA is not playing as good at basketball over the last couple of weeks. The Big 12, you've got 3 front runners, even though Kansas has not been quite as good as what we expected. Arizona is really hard to figure out. They've got great computer numbers. They started off terrible. They came on strong, lost to Texas Tech yesterday. You got Baylor, West Virginia, Cincinnati, BYU. All of those teams are in the mix. If the tournament field was announced today, they would all be right there. The SEC, I've never seen this before, but we're in mid-January. I've got 8 teams that I would basically call a lock. And then on the bubble is almost everybody. I mean, Missouri, they'd be in easily today. Georgia probably would as well, even though they've fallen off a little bit after beating Kentucky. Vandy just beat Tennessee. Texas got beat pretty bad by Florida, falling apart at the end. Oklahoma and Arkansas have not been very good in conference play. The Big East, Marquette, tough loss yesterday. Connecticut has not been as good lately. They're not the team that we've seen the last few years, but it's still hard to see them missing, so I have them in that category. You got 4 teams on the bubble. I wouldn't eliminate Georgetown yet, and you got 4 teams at the bottom. This conference has been really hard to figure out. St. John's would be easily in today. The others, you got Creighton, Villanova. There's some tough ones to figure out. When you get to the mid-majors, Gonzaga has not been what we usually expect out of Gonzaga, which is a top 10 team. They've lost 2 in a row. I would say that it's really hard to see them missing out. St. Mary's is probably in pretty good shape as well. Utah State has great computer numbers. Memphis and Dayton have both been teams that have played pretty well. At least early on, Dayton has fallen off, so that'll be really interesting. Doing some quick math, I basically have 21 projected locks. If you say 6 of those teams win conference tournaments, then that means there's 15 spots left. Or there's 15 spots taken, there's 21 spots left. I have 57 teams not eliminated. That means there's 57 teams for 21 spots, and it's going to be an interesting couple of months as we figure it out.